Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am here again with no makeup because I wanted to get this video filmed tonight because I don't know when I'm going to be able to film it past tonight, and I'm not putting makeup on at 10:30 at night just to take it off 15 minutes later. So today I'm going to be discussing the 10-ish eyeshadow palettes that I would cry over if for some reason I lost them. They were destroyed or I didn't have them anymore. These are all discontinued palettes. I believe they're all discontinued. I double checked, so I'm pretty sure they are. Most of these, if you really wanted to get a hold of them, you can find them on resale sites like Mercari and eBay and stuff like that. So you could find them if you really wanted to. And then one of these is still available on the Canadian website for the brand, but not the US website. So there are ways to get them if you really want them, but they're discontinued from the brand. So I'm just acting like they're gone forever in the entire world. And if they broke, or if I lost them, or someone stole them and they were gone, I would cry. I would legitimately cry. I'm not joking. Like, I would cry, you guys. It's sad, okay? This is serious. Okay. Let's get started. So, I don't have any of these in any particular order. I've got 10, but I have an honorable mention. I think I'll just do the honorable mention first. The honorable mention. You guys, it's late. I'm tired. My brain is ceasing to exist. So if I start fumbling over my words, I apologize. I will try not to. This is the Kat Von D. Yes, Kat Von D, because this is before they were KVD. What is this? The Metal Matte Palette. I think that's what it's called. Yes, Metal Matte eyeshadow palette, and this is a big man. Here it is. Honestly, this eyeshadow palette is very old. It does not have as much use in it as it should for how old it is, because I feel like I love it, and it's kind of more like a sentimental item to me. And I feel like maybe that was kind of like messing with my head a little bit and made me not want to use it, because then I was like, well, what if I just use it up? Then I won't have it anymore. So I should definitely use this more. But I feel like in today's standards, this is a very basic palette. I feel like for when it came out, it was like pretty revolutionary. It was like really cool. I don't even know how long ago this came out, like years and years and years and years ago. But my husband bought me this palette. I think this is the first eyeshadow palette he ever bought me, like the first piece of makeup that he ever bought me. So it's very sentimental to me, and for that reason. Wow, this actually fits better like doing this. I'll do that. But yeah, the color story is really nothing crazy. Honestly, I don't think the shimmers are like anything that wild. They're more like, besides tinsel's a pretty nice, like, cool tone silver. And it's sparkly, but other than that, the shimmers are not like really shimmers. They're more satiny metallics. You know what I mean? I feel like for a palette called Metal Matte, the metal shades probably should have been more like intense. But again, this came out in a time when like that formula was the thing. So, you know, that's my honorable mention. I would cry because of the loss of a sentimental item, and less so for the product itself. So that's why it's not like in my other 10. I hope that makes sense. So there's that one. Let's see. I don't know what order I should go in. I'm gonna go with these first, because these are my newest ones out of all of these. And you guys, I like these pretty much just came out. They came out and then they were gone, like essentially instantaneously, and it makes me really sad because these are fudging incredible. Like I don't know if you guys like have, you know, small ears around, so they're fudging incredible, you guys. These are probably, oh, it's so hard. I don't want to say the best because like my Give Me Glow eyeshadows, like I only have one palette from them, but they're also like absolutely incredible. They're like tied with Give Me Glow in my opinion. These are some of the most incredible eyeshadows that I own, and I just got these palettes. These are, let me tell you what they are. These are the Odin's Eye Christmas palettes. So I have the Christmas Eve palette, and then I have the Merry Christmas palette. And you guys, these are so good, so good. And I'm so sorry if you weren't able to get your hands on these and you wanted them, because as far as I know, these were limited edition, and now that they're gone and they're not coming back, and that makes me so sad. It makes me so sad because I'm not even joking with you. If you could see my eyeballs right now, like close up, I'm tearing up right now at the thought of never being able to get a hold of this ever again. If I were to like hit pan on everything and use it all up, or like break it and knock on wood. I don't have any wood. Knock on wood. I'm not breaking any of this stuff. Just the thought of, I'm like, you guys, I'm a Cancer. I'm dramatic. Okay, I can't help it. The thought of not having these anymore makes me want to cry. And that's the point of this video. So if I actually legitimately end up crying, you guys, I apologize, but this is serious business. And then this is the Christmas Eve palette. Ooh, that is shiny. Wow, these are wide and kind of hard to hold. This is the Christmas Eve palette. Delicious. It's delicious. The shimmers in here are like absolutely incredible, like on another level. So stinking good. This gorgeous shade down here. What? Absolutely. I actually think this kind of looks like, and I want to try it as a highlight because I feel like when you swatch it out, it looks like a purple, blue, greeny, like multi-chrome shift. And it is that, but it has much more of like a light base than it looks like in the pan. It looks like it would have like a purple base in the pan, but it's much lighter and more like, oh, but it's like, you see what I mean? It has a much lighter base than it seems like it would. But now I want to try this as a highlight, because I think it might be kind of cool. Oh my goodness. Like, it's, yes. But to me, that looks very similar to the Xenon shade from, I think, Give Me Glow. So good, so good. I feel like I want to apologize for the fact that these aren't technically available anymore. But, you know, Discontinued's in the title, so I feel like I shouldn't feel bad. But also I do. Okay. Oh my god, those are so good. So good, so good. Okay, next up is the ColourPop Hocus Pocus palette. And this is their original Hocus Pocus palette. So, ColourPop has done 3 Hocus Pocus collections. I have purchased all of them. This is the original Hocus Pocus palette. They came out with another Hocus Pocus collection either last year or the year before was the second one, I can't remember. And then this year they came out with the collection for Hocus Pocus 2, which, by the way, if you haven't watched it, it's not as good as the original. That's probably an unpopular opinion, but it's just not. Anyway, the palette is just neutral. It's a little bit grungy. It's kind of broken down so that like these 3 rows in the center kind of represent each one of the Sanderson sisters, and then you have your more neutral colors on the outside. The colors, honestly, they're not anything like super crazy. The shimmers are really pretty though. It does have a pressed glitter in here, which I don't personally mind. The color story, I really love it, but I could probably find stuff similar elsewhere. I really don't know if I could find other stuff similar in my collection specifically, but if I looked online, I could probably find something similar honestly, on the ColourPop website. But it's the color story. It's the fact that each of these rows like represents a Sanderson sister. And then it's the whole theming and the palette in general. If this one didn't exist anymore, well, it doesn't, but if it didn't exist in my collection anymore, I would be so freaking sad. Especially because I've got 3 Hocus Pocus palettes, like the 3 Sanderson sisters. You can't just not have one of the sisters disappear. You guys. But I think the other 2 palettes are not discontinued, so that's why this is the only one in here. Okay. This palette, this is an e.l.f. palette. This is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. I should cut that off because that's really annoying. Actually, let me rip that off. Apologies. I am ripping this off my packaging right now because it's bugging me. Just ripping the sticker off. Just don't mind me. There we go. It's gone. Okay. So this is the Retro Paradise collection. Palette from the collection, I guess. I think that out of all of the e.l.f. palettes that have come out that have been in this like style, this is the best one. The quality of this is just on another level for e.l.f. It's absolutely incredible. These, oh my, there's all the shimmers are incredible. You've got like, I think 3 or maybe even 4 duochrome shades in here. And then the mattes are just so like pigmented, like, oh, and creamy. They're so good, you guys. This is the best, in my opinion, in my personal humble opinion, out of all of the e.l.f. palettes that I've ever tried. This is the best quality. Like, this is the highest quality e.l.f. shadows have ever been. Like, even with their bite size quads, the quality in those is incredible. This is better. This is better. This is the pinnacle. This is the tippy top of e.l.f. shadows, and it was limited edition. I feel like usually when brands do limited edition stuff, they kind of like skimp on the quality a little bit because they know it's not going to be around for long. They didn't do that with this. This is incredible, and I have the highlight to go with this collection. So good. So freaking good. If you guys don't have this palette and you can find it for a decent price on like Mercari or eBay or something, I will not even hesitate to recommend that you go and snatch it up because yes, 100%, 100,000%. Yes, I could not sing this palette's praises enough. Oh, I need to stick my fingers in. Oh, I don't even know how to say the name of that shape. Oh, I don't even know if the camera is gonna do it justice. You guys, that shimmer. The shimmer. It's so good. It's so freaking good. And honestly, this one, it makes me want to cry. Thinking about the fact that this is not in every single person's makeup collection. That some people might be missing out on this. I might tear up. It's really that good. It's really good. So good. So good. Okay, gotta put it down. This video is gonna be so freaking long because like I'm attached. I'm attached to all of these. Okay, next is, I'm just gonna grab now. This is the Jeffree Star Alien palette. You got, hello, the packaging alone. I am obsessed with all things extraterrestrial and space themed. So, oh, also, let me backtrack a little bit. This is the best color story e.l.f. has ever come out with, just my opinion. You know, just saying. Back to the alien. This alien face is enough for me to want to keep it in my life forever. If I used up every speck of eyeshadow that was in here, if I used it up, I would keep the palette for the packaging. If I hated every single shade that was in here, I would keep the palette for the packaging. If every single shade that was in here got incredibly old, disintegrated, or got hard pan, I would keep this for the packaging. You guys, need I go on? I don't think so. But as it so happens, I do love the color story and the quality of the shadows in here. Also, it's very reflective, so you can see my bed and my camera. Apologies. But I freaking love these. These are so stinking good. Moonrock is beauteous. Beauteous. I freaking love those kinds of shades. Like the greeny gold shades. Yes, Flying Saucer is a beautiful matte. It's incredible. I definitely need to use this. I need to use all of these palettes more, but the problem is that I'm so stinking in love with them that I'm terrified of something bad happening to them. So I kind of like put them away in a little bubble. And I shouldn't do that. I really shouldn't. But you guys, the packaging, the color story, the quality, like I don't really care about the brand, but so good. So good. Okay, next is the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette, which was a collab with Angelica Nyquist. I don't know how you say her last name, but there's that. It's freaking beautiful. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to like show you guys this properly. I'm gonna try and do that. I'm really terrified of like sticking my finger in there. Beautiful. Also, I apologize for the lighting. Again, it's very late and I'm working with what I got. So good. You guys, the shimmers in here are just incredible. Oh, they're so good. They're so, I feel like every single shimmer in here is at least a duochrome. They're just absolutely spectacular. And then the packaging is so pretty. Like the whole theming is just great. But the shades are just where it's at. So good. There's a great, like the range in the shades is great. The color choices, I love Gravity, that just like lime chartreusey green color. I freaking love it. You guys, it's so good and I'm sad. I gave the other, so I had 2 of these because one of the shades broke in one of them. Anyway, I gave that one to my sister. But now part of me is like, should I have? Should I have? I know realistically I'm probably like never gonna get through the shades that are in here. So there's no reason for me to have a backup, but it, like in my brain, I was like, I had it. It was in my fingers. It was so close. I had it. I know I don't need it. I know I don't need it. But I kind of want it back, but I'm not going to ask for it back because that'd be a little crazy, right? It's a little too much. Okay, next is the Urban Decay Stone Vibes palette. You guys, the packaging. Yes, I feel like Urban Decay packaging is that most of the time they come out with the naked palettes and some of them are nice. I have the Naked Honey, which I do really like, but this just like was a step up for their packaging. And look at it, and it's like all 3D and like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then you've got the shades in here. Oh, I love the layout of this palette. I love just having like minimal mattes. Just, you know, you got your range there. You got your light cream. You got a peachy color, and then you got 2 browns, like a mid-tone brown and a darker brown. I think that's perfect. And then the rest are shimmers. Right up my alley. I love it so much. And then these shimmers are just something else. They're, oh God, they're so good. They're just like so sparkly. So sparkly. Oh, I love them so much. The sparkles, you guys, the sparkles. Oh, look at the blue sparkles. They're so beautiful. They're so freaking, I want I need for Urban Decay to come out with more shimmers in this formula because it's so good. Guys, I'm saying it's so good, but all these are so good, and that's kind of the point of this video. Next, I am like 99% sure this is discontinued. I can't find it on the brand's website. I didn't check Ulta or anything, so I'm not sure if it's on there still. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure this is fully discontinued. This is the Juvia's Place, the Tribe palette. Okay, the packaging on this is going to be very reflective, so I apologize for that, but... excuse me. Abso-freaking-lutely. This shade Coral is a great highlighter shade, and then Chaga is like, it's like a golden bronze shade, but it's sparkly and kind of like, it's like bronze and then like shifts a yellowy gold. It's just so stinking good. It's so stinking good. And then the greens in this, I will say, I hate the choice of like background color. I feel like it doesn't do the color story justice. I feel like it makes it, like on camera it looks a little less weird, but in person I feel like it kind of makes, maybe it's like the lighting a little bit, but I feel like it kind of makes my eyes like have to strain a little bit because it's up against those greens. And I don't like that too much, but other than that, like, that's just being nitpicky, but other than that, like, it's incredible. These greens are so stinking good. Like, this, what is this, Masai? Yes, absolutely. Oh, this just like lime green yellowy color. It's so good. It's so stinking good, you guys. It's so good. So good. So good. Okay. The last two palettes are both Too Faced palettes. This one is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. I don't know what it is about this palette. I don't know what it is because it's pretty much just a neutral palette with a pop of purple. And I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the packaging, maybe, which is like beautiful. Maybe it's, oh my god. It smells so good. It smells so good. You guys, I've had this for so long. And it's supposed to smell like peanut butter. But to me, it kind of smells like more like maybe like a hazelnut spread or like something. It smells like chocolate and peanut butter mixed together to me. But I have used this palette so much. It barely looks like I've touched it, but I have got a little bit of a dip in jelly over there in the purple. I don't think you'll be able to see on camera. Maybe look there. I've used this so much and I love it so, so much. And I honestly don't know what it is about this palette because it's really just a neutral palette. Most of the time when I use this, I do like a neutral look with like Peanut Butter and Nuts About You. The two like matte brown shades, and then I'll do Peanut Brittle over that, and then I'll do Jelly like on the bottom lash line. And I don't know why I love it so much, but I really do. And I would be incredibly devastated if I didn't have this anymore. And honestly, this makes me, the smell first of all, this makes me want to try some of the other like palettes that they have that are this size, because really this was the only one that I was ever interested in. And it's just so good, you guys. It's so freaking good. These are all so good. My foot's asleep. Apologies. All right, the last palette is the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. Look, I'm a basic bee, okay? And I'm not afraid to admit it. I love all things pumpkin themed, pumpkin flavored, pumpkin scented. This one does still smell like pumpkin spice. It's not as strong as the peanut butter and jelly palette, but it still smells a little bit like pumpkin spice. You guys, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna try to hold it like this so you guys don't get blinded. There's the color story. Freaking beautiful, in my opinion. I think, oh, and the shimmers are so great. The shimmers are like sparkly. Three of them, no. Pretty much all of the shimmers in here are sparkly, and I freaking love that. There's just, I feel like they really went to another level with this palette when you consider all of their other like 10 palettes in this size that are like food themed, like their sweet peach palette, which I have, and their chocolate bar palettes. I just feel like they went outside the box with this color story, because generally speaking they tend to play it pretty safe, and for them this is out of the box. And I love it. I love that they did this. They have the second version of this palette that's out right now, and I just don't think it's as good. I haven't tried it, so I don't know about the quality, but the packaging is in a cardboard packaging, which, I mean, I don't know. Personally, I kind of like these like tin packages. I think they're really cool. And like I like the texture and the like feeling, the 3D-ness of it. But I just feel like the color story got so boring with this next one, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know. I just think this is superior to the new one, and I would definitely cry if I didn't have this anymore. If I'm being honest, I bought it for the theming, for the packaging, for the whole pumpkin spice element to it, but I genuinely love the quality of the shades and the color story like so much, more than I think I thought I would. I did like it when I bought it, obviously. Like, I don't think I would have bought this palette if I thought the color story was ugly, but it's just so good, guys. It hurts. It hurts. They're so good. But that's it. I don't know how long this video was. Probably very long. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know. Give the video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you don't own any of these and like you wanted them, or if now you want them and you're gonna go search for them on like Mercari or something. Or if you have them and you feel the same way, let me know. Let a girl know. So yeah, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.